There's forecast for rain in the next 30 minutes, so I'm going to try and see if I can still do this. Hi. I want to be sure I'm recording. Hi. Today is going to be very short, hopefully, because first it's getting dark. It's been crazy busy today. I didn't have time to walk in the morning. It's getting dark. I'm losing daylight. And secondly, I'm tired. Really tired. And thirdly, there's forecast for rain in the next 20 minutes. So I'm trying to do this fast so that I won't get my phone, camera, whatever, wet. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about the power of legacy. I'm just coming from a friend's mother's service of songs, and it was, of course, as usual, this kind of events are always very emotional and thought-provoking, and this is why I'm thinking let's talk about legacy today, because during that ceremony, during that service, a lot was said about what she did when she was alive, the mom, the lives she touched, the things she did, the things she was able to achieve, and all of that. And I now began to think of it that one day all of us are going to go that way. Nobody's going to be here forever. And I know that most of us don't like to think about that time, but we all know at the back of our minds that that time is definitely going to come. And what is legacy? I just was thinking about it, and it's just simply what you will leave behind after you are gone. What people will say about you after you are gone. This wonderful mama, a lot of beautiful things were said about her. And one thing that always strikes me about this kind of events, and it's not just this one, every one I go, is that when people are talking about people after their demise and what they did, how they affected their lives, how they impacted them, I have never actually ever heard anybody talk about their wealth or the number of cars they had or the number of houses or material things. People are always talking about how they impacted their lives, what they did for them, how they made them feel, how they made them smile, a particular song they loved that touched them, something they did, one good deed they did. It was all about intangible things. It was never about wealth. It was never about material possessions. And so, meanwhile, majority of our lives we are chasing material things, as if that's the most important thing on earth. But when we actually leave, nobody actually remembers whatever it is that we possess, or our material possessions or things like that. So it's just something that I was thinking about, and I just want us to think about it. What are you going to leave behind? What will be your legacy when you are gone? What impact would you have made? How many lives would you have touched? It's thought-provoking. What I have been thinking about since I left the service, that beautiful service, is what I've been thinking about, and I just thought to share with you today that let's think about this. I know nobody wants to think about their demise. It's not a very hot topic, so to say. But I just want to provoke us today to think about it. What is your legacy? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? And the interesting thing is that the legacy is now. It's being formed now. It's not after we are gone that we will now suddenly just drop legacy and say, oh, this is my legacy, I'm going. No, it's what we do. It's what we do every day, every week, every hour. How we impact people, how we make people smile, the little things that we do every day. That's how that legacy is being built, day by day, week by week, hour by hour, minute by minute. It is what we do now that will form that legacy. So let's think about it. Let's think about it. Today is just a very thoughtful one. Every day we've been talking about things that we think about. Today, however, is really very important because it has to do with this very big topic that nobody ever really wants to think about, because we all believe that we're going to live here, be here forever, even though we know we are not, but we never want to think about afterlife or whatever. But I want to just encourage us today to think about our legacy. What are we going to leave behind for posterity, for generations to come? When we leave, if that kind of service is going to be done in our honor, what will people say about us? So that's all I have for today. It's a $1 billion question, so to say. So with that, I'm going to say bye for now. I'll see you when I'm done. And I'm going to be walking very fast today, and hopefully cover more distance. So see you later. Just thought to share that with you. I'm back. So today is done. Today we've talked about the power of legacy, and I just want to encourage us, whatever we do, in our thoughts, in our actions, let's think, what legacy are we going to leave behind? What legacy are we going to leave behind? I'll leave that thought with you. It didn't eventually rain, even though there was forecast for rain, so that was a good one. So that's it for today. I'm going to see you tomorrow.